Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're hopping into the next episode of the 100. This is season number 2, episode number 2, titled Inclement Weather. Last episode was the season premiere. Obviously, I'm here with season 2. I really enjoyed the very first episode of the second season. We have ourselves like a really neat setup for like a lot of like good storytelling elements and narrative set pieces. I'm just excited with this whole new atmosphere, our introduction of all these new characters, and all these new situations. It keeps things fresh. It keeps things exciting, and I can't wait to see what happens next. So I don't really know what exactly we're gonna do here. I know last time where did we pick off? Where did we leave off? Actually, is what I should say. Um, Bellamy's arrested. Murphy's apparently with us. Raven kind of covered for him. Bellamy, not Bellamy, but Murphy and Raven kind of bonded a little bit. I mean, kind of hinted that they might be a thing going forward. Not sure if that's going to be a thing or not, but I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't be against it. Um, what else happened? I mean, Clark is still kind of hesitant about this new place. She has herself one foot in, one foot out. She's not trying to fight it anymore at this point. She's trying to figure it out. She realizes that this place is too good to be true. And even when she met with the president, I believe his name was Dante Wallace, um, uh, he basically told her about the radiation, about how 56, like I believe 56 years ago, he went outside for 5 minutes when he was only 7 years old, and that was it. And it was a mistake his father made, and that cost the lives of, I believe he said, 50 something people. So basically, he's trying to keep people safe and secure inside this little area, Mount Weather, like this quarantine zone. So I think he's doing things with the best intentions, and he's just coming off kind of like creepy and weird. But I don't know if he's gonna completely be like the governor from The Walking Dead. I believe that was season 3, but because that was like kind of too good to be true. Also, like you find this community of people that are well off, supposedly. You see them with water, food, clothes, electricity. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, where were you guys? So what's up? What's going on? But there is something shady going on because I believe Clark asked him, like, where did you find anybody else? Because he said he got 48 of you guys. I'm guessing it's the 48 that survived that blast at the end of season 1, and that's where I'm also going to try to transition into where Anya is. But there is something shady going on. He said he couldn't find anybody, but I don't think that's true because they're clearly there. People were clearly there, so I don't know if he's hiding things or they just happen to just miss each other. You know what I mean? But I just think that's a little too coincidental considering. You know what? I don't even think he's looking. Now that I think about it, I don't think he's risking his own people to go out and check. I think he's lying. Huh. I didn't think about that. I think he's lying, and I think what he's doing with Anya, because I believe he does feel threatened about Clark being a leader to her people because he wants to kind of subdue her, kind of make her submissive in a way. So I believe with Clark, he's going to try reasoning with her. But with Anya, I believe he's probably going to see her as like a more of a savage, and he's probably going to be cracking the whip on her. He's probably going to treat her like a savage, and he's probably going to be torturing her, whipping her. She's probably going to be strung up. Probably a whole bunch of fucked up shit's about to happen. Not really sure, but yeah, I kind of want to root for this underground facility, this quarantine zone. I want to root for it to be solid for a season or two. You know what I mean? Because I like the setting. I like the introduction of new characters. You see like these high society types of people. There's a whole bunch of avenues to take for storytelling that excites me. And I hope that we just don't kind of like throw things away or like, I want to kind of like sit and like experience this all. I want to feel like Clark. I want to feel at home, trying to, figure this place out. What's what, who's who. Like, I believe there's a girl, I think Maya, is that her name? Like, I believe Jasper and Maya are a thing. Clark kind of like try to kill her, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of avenues to explore here, and I don't know what's more exciting. Do I want to focus more on Clark in the bunker? Spoilers, yes, but or do I want to also follow Kane, because now he and his force of soldiers are now acting like a police force. I think I mentioned earlier in this pre-show discussion that he arrested Bellamy because he says you guys are not savages. Doesn't matter what Murphy did. You're not savages. There are rules. There will be order. So that's an interesting take too. And they have a Camp Jaha. Jaha's up in Ark. I don't know if Jaha's going crazy or not, because it ends with him kind of hearing like the cries of a baby. Don't know if that's just like a psychological thing, if he's just kind of being haunted by wells or whatever, but maybe we'll get to deal with that. I don't know. Going into this episode, it's called Inclement Weather. It might just be a play off of Mount Weather itself, so we might just be focused on Clark in the bunker. I don't know why I keep calling it a bunker, but in the quarantine area, quarantine facility, whatever you want to call it. I'm just gonna leave it there. But before I hop into the episode, I do want to let you guys know, if you want to skip the YouTube highlights and you want to hop into this and watch this episode with me in its entirety, that option is available to you right now over on Patreon. Links are in the description down below or pinned in the top comment. If you can't support me on Patreon, you can always support me here on YouTube. All you gotta do is drop a like, comment down below what you want to see me react to next, subscribe if you haven't already. It's free, and of course, share it with your friends. It helps you, it helps me, it helps the channel grow. Everybody wins in the end. That being said, let's hop into this episode, talk about Amelia afterwards, and yeah, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Here we go.
How long are you going to keep me locked up in here?
Until I'm confident you're no longer a threat to others.
We're wasting time. The others didn't just vanish into thin air. They were taken, and we need to go after them.
Search team's prepping to leave. But not before we've gotten the intel we need from you.
Those are my people out there.
They're my people too. You want to help them. Tell me what we're up against.
Swords. Their teeth.
No guns. The search team just returned from the bunker. They found 2 more barrels filled with rifles and a 3rd filled with bullets.
Excuse me, sir. Dr. Griffin cleared Mr. Murphy out of medical.
Well, this should be fun.
Yeah.
Let's go.
What's happening? Oh shit.
Move out! Teams of 3! Radio check at 5-minute intervals. Let's go!
Look who finally got released.
Hey.
Miller.
I'm sorry, who's Miller?
Oh yeah. Top of the morning. It's a very dumb thing to say that I saw in an old
Top
movie
of the
once.
morning. How do you not get all the ladies in the world, man?
Hey, what's going on?
I have to go to quarantine.
Hey, stop! It's not safe!
It is for us.
Let's go, Justin.
Someone's
That's
gotta get her out of
true.
trouble.
That's a bullet wound.
Hmm?
Grounders don't use guns.
Unless the grounders got the guns from us.
I don't think so.
Get them out of here.
Oh my god. I just wonder where he's gonna. No way! This isn't real.
The bullet is pressing on your spine. If we leave it in, you'll live, but you'll never walk again.
I don't want to hear that.
And dig it out.
You could die.
The surgery could kill you.
Will I walk again?
Maybe, but you'd be awake the whole time. You'd feel everything.
Raven's gonna fight through it. Do it.
Raven, you can die.
Is that
I
already?
didn't need my legs. Down here I do. Take it out.
I'm a little more confident because I'd rather see her live than see her not have any use of her legs. What? Lincoln sent me? I guess not.
Drink. Drink or die. Your choice.
We need to talk.
Sure.
Who shot that soldier?
Sergeant Shaw was shot by an arrow.
That's not true. I saw the wound.
Sometimes we see things that aren't there. Come with me.
Now I don't trust him.
I can't let you die up here with me. Yes. I guess we better find a way to get you to the ground, huh?
Yes.
You like that idea?
It's almost like it's like Wells reincarnated. That's like gonna lead him to the ground. That's what I'm guessing. Like it's a symbolic thing, right?
Stop!
Oh, I'm scared for you. I don't want them to get back together though.
She's ready. I'm not a traitor. I didn't tell them where they can find us.
And I did. After they tortured me in their prison camp for 3 days. But go ahead, you just keep believing. Even if you aren't here just like me.
It's coming from the north.
What the hell?
Pimple's alive. Come down.
Let's go.
Sorry to keep you waiting. We had to finish decontamination.
No, they did something to the body. They manipulated it somehow. Decontamination.
Would you like to see the exit wound? Sergeant Langston was forced to push the arrow out in the field.
I mean, deep down inside, I think she's bad, but she is sexy as fuck, man. Rekha Sharma's character I'm talking about. Arika. I don't know how you pronounce her name.
You see that white door? It's called an airlock. Our ride is on the other side. The bad news is we can't get to it unless we go outside.
I doubt there's a spacesuit for the baby, so what's the plan? As if the baby's, you know, really there, but I'm just playing along.
How is she?
Well, she survived the surgery. Don't ask me how. You didn't send that search team out, did you?
What?
Those men will crucify. We'll search high and low for the missing kids. You have my word. But not before we secure this camp.
Marcus. Please.
You feeling better?
Who are you?
I'm Michael. Lincoln is my friend. That's why I helped you. Now you should run.
Why?
I saved your life. Now run.
That's not what I would have done. Oh shit!
Thank you for saving my life.
Octavia, savage.
I lack Octavia, come Sky Crew! And you have something I want! Lincoln.
No.
Bring Lincoln to the place I saw him last. He knows where that is. No one else. You have until dark.
Realistically, if they got up behind Octavia and just shot her in the back of the head with an arrow, problem solved. But of course, I don't want that to happen. But I'm just saying.
Raven, I want you to tell me when you feel something, okay? There.
No.
Raven, it appears that you have significant damage to the nerves in your leg. Will it get better? For now, you'll need crutches. But you're alive. More.
I'm still crippled.
I'm gonna give you two some time.
I'm so tired.
Get some rest.
When I wake up, don't be here. You are here for me. Like always. And our friends are out there.
and you need to go get them.
What prison Wallace say?
He showed me Shaw's body. It looked like an arrow wound. They could have doctored it.
Clark, you sound like a crazy person.
Did someone threaten you?
Is Clark okay?
Right now, biggest threat to us
Is you.
is you.
There's some brainwashing shit happening right here. I don't know what it is, but there's something happening in the food or something. See, I'd already be nervous having the baby inside the suit with me. Like, if I don't hear him crying or moving around, I'm like, oh my god, I killed it.
Hold on, little man.
He's holding it like he's pregnant. Oh shit. Little man okay? Is this really happening? That's not good. Oh my Jesus. The baby though, you killed it.
Little man. Let's never do that again.
He was never there.
Dad.
Yeah, that's why I kind of figured it's Wells.
My son.
You're not done yet.
I am done. I am.
Our people still need you. You've sacrificed so much. Your life can be more than just impossible decisions and a tragic end. You can choose to live.
I really like how they're doing this whole scene. I love that. I still want to know what's happening with Anya.
It's about time.
Well, wait. What about me?
He's coming with us.
No way.
There's bins in the ground in prison camp.
He's right.
Okay, I can take you.
Look at her. Someone's gonna find that.
Where you going, man? Tonight's movie night.
How's the guy? Yeah, him.
Only patients are allowed in medical.
She's gonna cut herself. Oh, I wanna watch this. Clark. Oh. No.
Looks like you'll have to kill me.
And here she shows up. Oh, they do have Lincoln. I thought it was gonna be some sort of trick.
Sorry.
Something about to happen here? Lincoln's dead. Right now. Or not. Why would they take him? Where is he? Desert?
May we meet again.
You're late.
Oh.
Bellamy decided to bring company.
He's the only person that's been in your camp.
Here. Find my son. His name is Nathan Miller.
That's why we met Miller. Wait, what? Okay, this got interesting. What in the hell? Anya. Okay, guys, so that was the 100, season number 2, episode number 2, titled Inclement Weather, and things just got a whole lot more interesting. At first, I was just thinking, okay, this is a pretty solid episode. You know, good picks up. We're pretty much where we left off in the first episode. We're continuing some things. We're stirring some things up. We're, setting some things up also. But then the episode kind of takes a little twist at the end. The blood. At first, I was like, no, well, Clark, duh. They just explained what they're doing. They're, taking out the contaminated blood and they're putting in new blood. At least that's what I was gathering. What they were explaining to me, like it was a transfusion, right? They're trying to flush out the bad blood, like the radiated, the contaminated blood, I guess. To help like for treatment to treat radiation poisoning. I don't know how it works. That's just what I assumed what was happening. But then when she followed the tubes, it led up into a wall, no, into a pipe in the wall, and it was going off into another room. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? What are they doing with our blood? And you know what? And Clark even followed it in there, and she found a room with people strung up. I knew it. And Anya was there with in a cage with a bunch of other people. I'm guessing they're grounders also. I don't know what they're doing exactly. I'm trying to think. All right, let me think about this. It's something to do with the blood. They're taking our blood. They're trying to heal us by taking our blood and putting it into the grounders, right? No. Okay, they're using the grounders because they have the cure for the blood. They have the cure for the radiation. They have because their genes they're adapted to the radiation on Earth. So they're using their blood to treat us. Their blood's going into us, not us going into. Okay, I think that's what's happening. If I'm wrong, totally let me know. It's totally cool as long as it's not a spoiler. But if I got that right, thumbs up to me. But if it's a spoiler, don't let me know if I'm right or wrong. But just let me know if I'm on, if I'm on the right path. But things are very very interesting there, and Clark kind of started like asking questions that kind of, piqued my interest a little bit. Like when she was talking to Jasper, she was like, "Did someone threaten you?" And he was like, he gave off this answer. At first, I'm like, "Wait, what, Clark? That's kind of a weird question to ask." But then the way he answered it and the way I'm kind of like looking back on it now, maybe he's brainwashed because we don't know what happened before Clark arrived. We don't really know what happened with Monty. Like we seen Monty at the end of season 1 when Clark viewed across the hall and saw him in a room, literally parallel to hers. And he didn't look like he was having, a fine time at the Four Seasons right here. You know what I'm saying? So something had to have happened to him. Because then the next time we see him, he's like, "Oh, hey, Clark, hugs and kisses. Let me have some cake." Him and Jasper do the whole, they're best friends. They're doing their little funny thing. So I'm just like, okay, clearly we took a step forward and we skipped over something. And hopefully that area we skipped over, that blank is filled in along the way because I'm genuinely curious. And it also kind of fuels the fire of the president, Dante Wallace, not being entirely truthful about what's going on here. Like I said, he may be doing this all with the best intentions, but what we see behind the curtains, it doesn't look great. But I definitely like what's happening there. As far as what we're doing at Camp Jaha, I guess I'm just gonna call that Camp Jaha. Like when I refer to it, I'll refer to Mount Weather as that part of the storyline, Jaha storyline. No, the Jaha storyline in space, Camp Jaha on the ground, and then because we're now part of that, right? Because there's 3 separate stories happening right now. Space, but now he's on Earth now, right? Like that was the thing. So Jaha is on Earth. We have Kane at the camp trying to basically fortify our presence here. And then we have the kids, I guess you kind of weird calling them kids, but our main characters are at Mount Weather, the quarantine station or the quarantine zone. So very interesting stuff happening all around. I love what they did with the whole the baby thing with Jaha up on the ark. Like I said, I kind of figured it out. At least that's what I think was going on. Was it was kind of like Wells reincarnated, kind of like his guardian angel. He was reborn to kind of lead him to safety, lead him to Earth, because that's basically what he's been trying to do this entire time. And even I said at the end of season 1 was like, if anyone deserves to make it to Earth, it is Jaha, and it kind of feels shitty that he was kind of like that moment was stolen from him. Like he had to make that choice to self-sacrifice himself so others could make it. That's just what a leader does. He went down with the ship literally, but I'm glad that he found a way to make it to Earth. So hopefully, we'll see what happens with him going forward. But he landed in an area that looked like it was just deserted. Like it was just like it looked like it was just like a rundown bridge in the background. Don't know if we're supposed to like recognize that. Like immediately my mind's gonna go to Golden Gate Bridge, because Bay Area, and it kind of looked like that from a distance. Don't know if that's true or not. Maybe he's nowhere close to where we are, and we're just gonna have to follow him, try to get back to us. There's a lot of areas because now that I'm thinking about it, in the opening credits, now that there's opening credits now, we got ourselves a world to play with here, like a huge ass sandbox to play with. So I'm assuming we're going to be following characters that are spread out all over the place. Almost kind of like Game of Thrones, but I don't want to make up that comparison just in case it triggers somebody, but it kind of got that I kind of got that vibe, especially with the new opening credits, and we're kind of like panning over the map here, like where we are. Not necessarily where we are, but where certain big key areas are. You know what I mean? So it makes me think we're gonna start following certain stories and kind of jump back to them at certain points in the season, which I'm totally fine with. Because this already, season 2, we're only 2 episodes in, and I think it's better than season 1. So I'm just gonna say that going forward. Oh, and Raven, she survived the surgery. I'm a little hesitant about her fate going forward, but I'm glad she is alive. Just the way she was talking though made me feel kind of, eh. Hopefully she does not die. That would probably piss me off a lot. Not even gonna lie, just because I really do like her character. Um, but yeah, it looks like we're using Murphy at this point to kind of get back into the Grounder camp, and yeah, and basically try to get our friends back, or basically do what we need to do. So yeah, I really am curious. I don't know what my favorite part of the season is so far, but I'm very intrigued with what's happening at the quarantine zone with Clark. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it there. If you guys enjoyed my review, enjoyed our reaction, you guys want to like watch this video with me in its entirety and want to skip the YouTube highlights, that option is available to you right now over on Patreon. Links are in the description down below or pinned in the top comment. If you can't support me on Patreon, you can always support me here on YouTube. All you gotta do is drop a like, comment down below what you want to see me react to next, subscribe if you haven't already. It's free, and of course, share it with your friends. It helps you, it helps me, it helps the channel grow. Everybody wins in the end. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys next time in the next episode of the 100, Season 2, Episode 3. Who knows what's going to happen next, but I'm on board. I love this story going on right now. Season 2 is kicking Season 1's ass. Like, it's not even a contest at this point. So I'm really excited to see what happens next. Show all the support in the world if you want to see that video. So, yeah, catch you guys next time. All right, guys. Adios.